Good morning, children. Let us discuss about the history lesson 7, Ashoka, the emperor who gave up wars. Yesterday we have learned about the empire and also the difference between empire and also the kingdom. Comparing to kingdom, empire is the large, and to maintain the large empire, the king needed more money also, and also the to maintain that the king started to collect the taxes, appointed the officials also. And today let us discuss about the Ashoka, a unique ruler. The most famous Mauryan ruler was Ashoka. We can say the great ruler also. He was the first ruler who tried to take his message to the people through inscriptions. So Ashoka gave the information through inscriptions. What do you mean by the inscriptions? Inscriptions means the information they have written on a stone or a pillar and etc. So most of Ashoka's inscriptions were in Prakrit and were written in the Brahmi script also. So they used the simple language to reach message to the people. The inscriptions, the information they started to write on the wall or a pillar. Ashoka's war in Kalinga. Kalinga is the ancient name of coastal Orissa. In ancient period, in olden days, the coastal Orissa is called the Kalinga. We can see map 5, page number 68. Ashoka fought a war to conquer Kalinga. So, the Ashoka was to occupy the place of the Kalinga. He started a war. However, he was so horrified when he saw the violence and also the bloodshed that he decided not to fight any more wars. He is the only king in the history of the world who gave up conquest after winning a war. So, in a Kalinga war, Ashoka was the winner and he occupied the place also. But after the war, Ashoka was verified the place. So, in that place, bloodshed. After the people, those who participated in a war, so many people were died. The place is looking full blood and dead bodies, and all the some of the people they were crying and or some injured. By seeing all this, the Ashoka was felt hereafter not to fight any war also. That by in the seeing of that bloodshed, Ashoka was decided hereafter I am not going to be fight any wars. So because of the Kalinga war, Ashoka gave up the wars. So in his life full he is not going to fight, and he is the king who gave up war. And also that Ashoka started through the inscriptions, he wrote on a pillar and also the one. And after what Ashoka was done, what was the Ashoka's Dama? After Kalinga war, Ashoka started to preach, and also the what he was done we'll see. Ashoka's Dama did not involve worship of a god or performance of a sacrifice. So in his performance, and there is no sacrifice and offering to the god. He felt that just as a father tries to teach his children, he had a duty to instruct his subjects. So Ashoka started to teach the people like a father, how the father will take care of his children. he also started to care about the people under the under the Ashoka, and he was also inspired by the teaching of Buddha. And in chapter 6 we have learned about the Lord Buddha, and also the how he become a Lord Buddha and how he started to preach also. Even the Ashoka also followed the Buddhism. There were number of problems that troubled him. People in the empire followed different religions, and this sometimes led to conflict also. The under the ruler and also under the king, the people are belongs to the different religions. They were following the different rules and regulations, but to bring all of them in a one, to make them to be one, it is very difficult for him. Sometimes there is a conflict means some little fighting. Animals were sacrificed, slaves and servants were ill treated. Besides, there were quarrels in families and among the neighbors also. So the fighting the between the family members and neighbors, and also the some of the religion people, they are sacrificing the animals. The slaves and servants, they were ill treated, and all these Ashoka felt it was his duty to solve these problems. He was thinking to solve all these problems. He felt it was his duty to solve these problems. So he appointed officials known as the Dhamma Mahamata, who went from place to place teaching people about the Dhamma. The Ashoka was appointed the people to teach about the people and about the Dhamma. Besides, Ashoka got his message inscribed on rocks and pillars, instructing his officials to read his message to those who could not read it themselves. Ashoka sent some of the members what they were written on a pillars on a rocks. He told the officials, you have to read and tell for the people. Then what they have written on the pillars also. Ashoka also sent messengers to spread ideas about Dhamma to other lands such as Syria, Egypt, Greece, and Sri Lanka also. All these places he sent the messengers to give information about the Dhamma, and how the people should be live in the peaceful manner, how to respect each other also. He sent his members to the place of the Sri Lanka also. Sri Lanka and he Syria, Egypt, Greece, and Sri Lanka also. He built roads, dug wells, and built rest houses. Ashoka started to do the work for the welfare of the people. What he was started? He started to build the roads and digging of the wells for the people purpose to provide the drinking water, and he built rest houses. Besides, he arranged for medical treatment for both human beings and animals also. So children, the Ashoka done the maximum. He was tried to bring the people into one and to give respect, and he was followed the Buddhism. And when he followed the Buddhism, all the principles of the Lord Buddha, and by using of the Prakritic language and also the Brahmi script, they used to write on the pillars and rocks. For officials also, he told them to read and explain to the people, those who don't know how to read. For people purpose, he has done the work. They built the roads, wells, and rest houses. Beside the road, rest houses also, and even medical treatment also for animals and also for the human beings. So children, you have to read the textbook, and once again you have to understand the information. Let us continue in the tomorrow's class. Thank you.